Good day to you all, Greenbeak here, and welcome back to another episode of Wetherby. In this project we are trying to make a realistic British city in Cities Skylines, and so far it's looking pretty good. We're already 10 episodes in, which is pretty cool. Well, maybe we're 9. Anyways, it's still pretty awesome. I never made a series this long before. Or maybe I did. I don't know, not like this maybe. Anyways, in Wetherby we are creating a realistic city, as I said, based off several cities down on the south coast of England, like Brighton, Southampton and Portsmouth, and many more actually. So right now it's a lot of inspiration from Brighton, so hopefully that's fine. If you want to, then go ahead and check out what we built earlier by going to my channel and check out the playlist. We have hours of building there, so check that out. Anyways, this is it. This is what I built between episodes, just expanding and also building a hospital, which we did need in this area. This is, or that was vanilla hospital, which means that it originates from the base game. And I have to say, normally I don't really tend to use vanilla buildings. However, the European theme that they have is it's really good actually. Even though they made these buildings like, I don't know, 3 years ago, it's still pretty good. Of course, there are many assets made by assets creators later, which is a ton better, but still, being from the vanilla game, these assets are pretty good. So today we are once again destroying something and rebuilding it to look a bit better. I did that as well in the last episode. This time, however, I'm jumping across the roundabout and continuing over there. Beforehand we had, what was it? It was a shopping mall, I think. That one was also from one of the vanilla assets. Had a shopping mall and parking lot and some few houses made by Rick 4000, I think. It's his something with a UK high street commercial collection or something like that. They look pretty good. However, I have an issue with them that they keep on disappearing. They just vanish between save games, and it's kind of strange. It happens all over town. So I also heard other people have that same issue. So I decided to try to ease down on using them, and doing that by removing them here and replacing them with a fantastic asset by Macwelshman. If you follow Puggaming's channel and his current series called Project Monaco, then you've probably seen this one before. It's another one of these kind of assets made strictly for that series. I think it's called Monaco Casino and Opera House. I will definitely link it in the description down below, so if you're interested, then just head down over there. It's a fantastic asset, and I spent so many, not hours, but several minutes just zooming in on the building and looking at all the details. It's quite astonishing, and it is of course based upon a real building in Monaco. And if you see pictures from the real building and you see pictures from this game, you kind of have a hard time figuring out which one is real, because yeah, it's fantastic work by Macwelshman there. One thing that's quite interesting about this building is that it has several ways of getting in, entrance points, and they're all in different, how should I say, in heights. So the main entrance is normal height, but then again maybe on the other side it's a lot further down, and on this side it's a different height, so it's quite challenging to make everything look like it's supposed to look. What I did was just using some roads and placing them near the entrance points, and just lowering them so that it appears that the train is the same height at these entrance points. And of course I'm using the traffic manager mod, I think it's called that, to make sure that no one actually parks on these roads that I'm placing down, or else that would look kind of silly. But it's a fantastic way of lowering the train in a bit more realistic way, because how the game works is quite difficult to work with the train. It doesn't always work as it should be, so that's a easier way by using roads. You can also use paths. For example, the new paths that came with the Park Life update. They work wonders as well, because you can lower and increase the height of several nodes using Move It, of course. So what I like to do when I place down different buildings is I like to kind of come up with a story of what this building means and what it does. So for example, the building I placed down in the last episode, that works as a hotel, and this one I'm not sure. In real life it is a casino and opera house. However, maybe it's an opera house here as well. It could be, it definitely looks like it. And I do actually believe I decided to go with that approach. An opera house, and I'm also creating a restaurant at this side, which in my opinion turned out pretty great, and I'm really happy with that. The only thing that is a bit, how should I say, boring, is that there are no people there. Of course I can try to make sure that people go there by, for example, placing down these park people generator, I think they're called, which then again spawns like people want to visit that spot. It's like a park, only it's invisible, so I can do that. Maybe I'll do that in the future, but for now it's only for decoration, and it looks pretty good, especially in nighttime after putting out some lights and stuff like that. So these are pretty new houses. I haven't placed them down anywhere else prior to this. These are called British, is it Seaside Homes or something? It's made by an asset creator called Sparks. I have several assets of him before this, but I recently found them, and I was a bit unsure if they would fit. Usually, you know, many different, especially white buildings that I place down, they tend to be too white and like extremely bright. It looks actually like they're glowing, like illuminating, because they're so bright. But I went with this one and it turned out pretty great. As I said in the last episode, I want wider buildings, like brighter buildings along the seaside. That goes with you know, bigger buildings and also these homes, because they're quite realistic, and that's pretty much how these houses look in Brighton in real life. So I'm really happy that I downloaded these, and I think I'll use them quite more in the future. And that looks like another episode is done. I would like to thank you all for watching. It wasn't that much commentary of this one. I hope that's fine. I did have a bit of a short time recording this, so yeah. For the next time, I'll try to do some commentary over the entire thing. But if you like this way instead, then of course say so in the comment section down below, and I'll try to create more videos like this. But yeah, that's it for now. I hope you did enjoy this episode. Next time, I only think that we will start building a pretty big medical clinic or hospital. Pretty big one with several different buildings right in the heart of the city. So that will be pretty cool. So be sure to check that out. You can do so by subscribe to my channel. I think you know how to do that. And if you did enjoy this episode, be sure to click that like button. And yeah, I'll see you then. Thank you for watching.